So the whole idea of Divine by Design all started years ago. You know, ever since I was a little kid, I've always been excited about the human body and interested in nutrition and diet and exercise, and, you know, got into sports, was very athletic, and that was my life. You know, it's all I knew. You know, I knew sports, you know, all-state football, played baseball, basketball, you name it. I was Mr. Sports guy. I'm in college, I'm playing sports, and all of a sudden, total devastation shattered my life. I had an injury that literally took me from the person who I was to not being able to do anything. I wasn't able to play sports anymore. They thought I broke my neck, they thought I broke my arm. I thought I was paralyzed. It scared the life out of me. Well, a friend of mine's father was a chiropractor. I had nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain, and when he told me to come see him and he could help me, I instantly thought, there's nothing that I can do. I'd never be able to function and move again. Well, within just a couple of visits of seeing him, I was able to move my arm. I had full strength back, and to this day, I'm just as strong as I was, if not stronger than I was when I was in college, and I owe it all to him. He gave me hope back. He gave me my life back. What really hit home with me was this. You know, I'm still green behind the ears. I'm not even a full-fledged doctor yet, but I understand the principles and teachings that I've been taught through chiropractic. Our first child was born. We're at the hospital. You know, his stomach was distended. He was very toxic, and, you know, the doctors told us that if he didn't have this bowel movement, that this is very dangerous. And I didn't understand this until they finally said, you know, if he doesn't get this out of him, that, you know, it could kill him. I mean, he could die from this. And I remember a little voice inside my head telling me, stop. The voice said, have you adjusted your son yet? I flipped this little boy over, I adjusted his little backbone, and I just knew that the power that made the body was inside of him and it could heal him, and it saved his life. That gets me up every day because I've seen it change my life, it saved my son's life, and I get the opportunity to share this with every man, woman, and child that I come in contact with every single day. In our life, we teach the 5 pillars of health. What we teach, number 1, is this, is that we have to have, above all things, we have to have a good functioning nervous system. Number 2, I always tell folks you have to minimize the toxins in your body. You know, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, even the detergent on our clothes, it's all toxic. Number 3 is we always teach folks they have to eat good food. And when I tell folks they have to eat good food, people know what that means, but they really don't understand what that means. We have to eat God food. I always tell people we have to eat food that's from the ground. Then number 4, I always tell folks that we have to exercise. People know if you don't move it, you lose it. And I can't tell you how many people I've come in contact with over the course of my practice, thousands of people that have said, Doc, I wish I would have kept moving my body. And then the 5th thing, which really is just as important as the first, is you have to have good positive mental thoughts. What you think about, you bring about. People always ask me, Doc, how do I do what you do? How do I get where you're at? How do I have a happy, healthy, abundant life? You know, how come you're so excited and you've got so much joy? You can have a better life and a blessed life if you just do the things that God intended for us to do. The natural laws of healing, the principles that we teach in this office, if you live your life that way, you can have life and you can have it more abundantly.